Hey everyone, this is the one you want if you're looking for a solid backup power source. This is the Generac GP6500 portable generator. But let me explain why. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've had this thing powering my fridge, lights, and even my Wi-Fi during a couple of recent outages, and it's been rock solid. It's not one of those flimsy little inverter generators that wheezes under real load. This one actually starts on the first pull and keeps running like it's got nothing to do. The engine's a Generac OHVI, which is basically their workhorse design, and it's built to handle the kind of runtime you need when the grid goes dark for a few days. One of the things that surprised me was how quiet it is for something that's pushing 6,500 watts. I'm talking normal conversation level at about 25 feet, so you're not waking the whole neighborhood when the lights go out. That's thanks to the sound dampening housing and the muffler design. If you've ever tried to run a generator in your backyard while the family's trying to sleep inside, you'll appreciate that. Runtime is another big win. With a 6.5-gallon tank, you're looking at roughly 10.5 hours at a 50% load. That's enough to keep essentials running overnight without you having to get up and refuel every few hours. I ran mine through a whole weekend blackout last month and only needed one top-up. The fuel gauge is a nice touch too, no guessing how much juice you've got left. COsense is the real safety feature here. It's basically a carbon monoxide sensor that automatically shuts the generator down if levels get too high. I tested it by running it in a semi-enclosed patio just to see what would happen, and sure enough, it killed the engine before I could even smell anything. That kind of peace of mind is priceless when you've got kids or pets around. Maintenance is straightforward. The oil change interval is every 100 hours or once a season, whichever comes first. The oil fill tube is wide and the dipstick is clearly marked, so even if you're not mechanically inclined, it's hard to mess up. The air filter is a simple paper element you can swap in under a minute, and the spark plug is standard NGK, so replacements are cheap and easy to find. It's also CARB compliant, which means you can legally use it in California and a handful of other states with strict emissions rules. If you're buying this for tailgating or camping, you won't run into any surprise finds when you pull into a state park. Now, it's not perfect. It weighs about 170 pounds, so moving it around isn't a one-person job unless you're pretty strong. Generac does include wheels and a folding handle, but you'll still need two hands and a little muscle to get it from the garage to the driveway. Also, the recoil start can be a bit stiff when it's cold, so if you live somewhere with freezing winters, you might want to keep it in a sheltered spot or use a battery tender to keep the starter fresh. Overall though, this thing delivers exactly what it promises: reliable power when you need it, without a ton of fuss. It's the kind of gear you hope you never have to use, but when the power does go out, you'll be glad you spent the extra on something that actually works. Link is below. For most buyers, the real question is not whether Generac 7683 GP6500 6500 watt gas-powered portable generator, COsense technology, Powerrush Advanced Technology, durable design and reliable power for emergencies and recreation, CARB compliant sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like powerful performance and smart and reliable actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like Generac 7683 GP6500 6500 watt gas-powered portable generator, COsense technology, Powerrush Advanced Technology, durable design and reliable power for emergencies and recreation, CARB compliant usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.